Welcome to the Pharma Industry Trends Discussion Series by METTLER Toledo. My name is Mengshi and I'll be your host today. In these sessions, we'll be exploring the exciting new world of industry and Pharma 4.0 together with our panelist Jim Chai to discuss how the convergence of new technologies is transforming the pharma industry from drug discovery to productions and finally to distribution. Not only that, but we will also examine the challenges and opportunities of implementing these new technologies and how pharma companies can best prepare for the future. Join us for an inspiring and informative discussions on this cutting-edge topic. Hi, Jim. Would you please briefly introduce about yourself?
Hello, Mengshi. Thank you for inviting me in this podcast, and hello, everyone. Thank you for listening. My name is Jim Chai. I'm currently working as the Business Development Manager with METTLER Toledo Industrial Weighing Division. Prior to this, I have had more than 15 years of experience in factory automation. Over the years, I've seen how customer problems evolved, as well as the automation technologies we use to help them to resolve different types of problems. So I'm glad to share my views on Pharma 4.0. Thank you.
Jim, it is always good to speak with you again. I'm now quoting an infamous industrial software company. They say adopting Pharma 4.0 could boost production up to 200%. What do you think? Especially on how are the emerging technologies such as AI, IoT, and blockchain being integrated into the pharma manufacturing processes? And what are the benefits do they offer?
Yeah, okay, that's a good first question. So let's start with IIoT. All right. So currently, from my conversations with all the customers, mainly the manufacturers, what they doing now is they would like to have more data being transmitted from smarter devices into the network. So conventionally, they already have the OT network, the PLCs, the DCS in place, but now um, on the IT network, they would like to have all this data from the smart devices as well. So why are they doing this? They need all this data to analyze, for process improvement, mainly to look at the throughput, the production yield, and cost reduction. So all these kind of benefits they can get. So another thing is on AI, right? So once they have this data, they can also fit into the AI algorithms for further analytics, optimize processes, and even to predict the outcome. So this is really
Mm,
smart. And
mm,
lastly, on the blockchain technology. So blockchain technology is all about data integrity and security. What I learned from the customer is that when they have a network of companies in the same supply chain, with blockchain technology, they can have a better data exchange in terms of
mm,
efficiency, accuracy, and also security. Yeah.
mm. So, what are the biggest challenges facing by these pharma companies as they transition to a Pharma 4.0 model?
They they is a list of challenges there, but for now I can point out the top maybe three challenges. Of course, the
Sure.
first one will be on investment.
Mm-hmm.
Significant investment has to be in place to adopt all these new Pharma 4.0 technologies. And then they also have to spend time and effort to integrate all these new technologies into the existing manufacturing.
Mm,
The second one would be organizational change. Um, so when dealing with all these new technologies, companies must adapt to new ways of working,
mm,
collaborating, and decision making. Right. So the last one on data integrity and security. Of course, there's a increased needs to protect sensitive information
mm,
and to comply to both the global and local regulations.
So, how can these challenges be addressed?
Okay, so on the first one, let's talk about
Mm,
the investment,
mm,
a huge investment required. So companies can prioritize investment based on the most critical needs. For
mm,
example, they can look into a manufacturing process in which they want to improve on their production, the yield,
mm,
or to minimize the cost. So our company, METTLER Toledo, can help our customers on this one to upgrade the brownfield installations. So we have, for example, a weighing terminal, which can have both the OT and IT connectivity um, running concurrently at the same time. So with this, you can have more process data or device data gathered into the IT network for you uh, to have better insight on the production, and
mm,
also you can use those data for future improvement.
mm,
Um, and then the second one on the change management. All right,
mm,
so a company need to foster a culture of innovation and
mm,
adaptability. We need to train our employees on all these new technologies. We have to make sure that we can utilize all these new technologies to enhance our workflows. And last one is on the data governance and security, right? So
mm.
we need to implement a robust data governance policies that's company wide.
Yep.
So for devices, my recommendation for the manufacturers is to look into devices with a built-in cryptographic security function.
Mm-hmm.
One of these security function I learned is SHA 256 is already in one of our newer weighing terminal, and with this cryptographic security, it really enhances data integrity verification and of
Mm-hmm.
course data security.
Hey, Jim, you are one of the training experts at METTLER Toledo. Now, in your opinion, how is the role of human workers in pharma manufacturing changing as automation and other advanced technologies become more widespread? Will this have any impacts on job roles and training requirements?
Okay, good question. On the impact on human workers
Mm,
from all these new advanced Pharma 4.0 technologies. Of
mm,
course, the impact is huge. However, over the years, we have seen that um, mostly we see a positive impact, right? Because all these new technologies, they help the worker to transform from manual labor
mhm,
to more skilled task. So
mm,
also those are higher value tasks for
mm,
the human workers. So one thing I would like to point out is that organizations, they must invest in reskilling and upskilling of employees to ensure that they have the necessary skill to adapt to the changing nature of their jobs.
mhm.
Yeah.
Um, so we also believe that there will be some ethical and privacy considerations associated with the use of advanced technologies in pharma. How can a pharma company ensure that they are using these technologies in an ethical and more responsible way?
Okay, ethical and more responsible way.
Mm,
So I recommend organizations to implement more robust privacy and security protocols. This
mhm,
includes using secure data storage and communication system. This is to limit access to sensitive data to only those authorized personnel.
mhm,
Additionally, pharma companies should conduct regular risk assessment and monitoring to identify potential um, ethical and privacy issues. And lastly, it is on training. So regular training on employees has to be in place on
okay.
mainly on ethical and responsible use of advanced technology.
Hmm. Hey Jim, thank you so much for your detailed explanation. We have now arrived at the end of these sessions. So just to quickly summarize, we have learned that the adoptions of Pharma 4.0 is leading to a more efficient, agile, and quality-driven pharmaceutical supply chain, with a focus on digital maturities and data integrity. It is not just a concept, but a reality that is evolving and shaping the futures of pharmaceutical. I hope you found these sections useful and informative. We will see you soon again. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Hope to see you again. Bye.